Alright guys, so this is the Unit 5 review. So we're going to get started here. I'm not going to do every single problem here. The answer key is on the Google Classroom, so go ahead and look on there to get the answer key if you get stuck. I have right here a unit circle, so if you need this as reference, go ahead and just get it, okay, or like pause the video or something here. We don't need it very often, really only we need it for this problem here. So big difference between these two. This is what we did yesterday and this is what we did the day before. So remember here the inverse is on the outside, so here I'm looking for an angle. So your final answer should be an angle. Okay, so I'm gonna solve this part right here, the sine pi over 2. Okay, so just to look here at the unit circle, guys, I went ahead and wrote it here. Remember, the first number is the cosine, the second one's the sine, and I went ahead and wrote the tangents on the outside. So that's just y divided by x. So the o divided by a, I guess I can write that here for you, because this is a and o. So o is y, a is x, so y divided by x. That's how I got all these numbers on the outside. So I want to go to pi over 2, this one right here, and since I was looking for sine, it is 1. Okay, so sine of pi over 2 is equal to 1. So I'm going to replace it in here. Tangent negative 1 of 1. So what I'm looking for is where will my tangent equal 1? So looking at the unit circle here, guys, remember tangent is the outside number that I wrote, so I'm looking out here in the outside. Over here it's undefined, negative square root of 3 over 3, negative 1, negative square root of 3. Right here, this is where my tangent equals 1, and the theta, because I'm solving for an angle, is pi over 4. So that's my answer. So moving on, right here, again guys, this is what we did yesterday, and you all seem to do really well on it. So personally I think these are harder questions, but you guys did really well. On the outside I do not have a negative 1, not an inverse, so here I have to do some sort of, I'm finding some sort of ratio with the sides. Okay, so because there's no negative 1, remember I'm dealing with the sides. So here we're going to solve this part in the middle, and this is one we solved using a triangle. Okay, something like that. So tangent theta is equal to 12 over 5. Okay, so one of the things you should remember already, tangent is equal to O over A. Okay, so if tangent is equal to O over A, guys, that means O is 12 and A is 5. So I'm going to draw a triangle here. My O is equal to 12, my A is equal to 5, and I don't know what my H equals, so I can find it using this number here, excuse me, this equation, the Pythagorean theorem. So I guess I should put these in parentheses. Okay, and so this becomes 25 plus 144. So 169 is equal to h squared, but I want h, not h squared, so h is equal to 13. And I know a lot of you already did these problems, that's okay. Going over it anyway. So secant, remember, this is what I want in the end. Secant is equal to, excuse me, h over a, so from my triangle, 13 over 5. Okay, so that's my final answer there. Okay, so moving on here. So this is the same process as this one here, but now I'm dealing with variables. So this right here, again guys, we're going to deal with this inside part. And, well, I guess I can't Let me not do that right now. So I'm dealing with tangent theta equals x, and since they didn't give me a number under it, the number's 1. So this is O over A. And so, again, I'm going to draw a triangle here. My A is equal to 1. My O is equal to x. So, again, I want to solve for h here. So, I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem. So, 1 squared plus x squared equals h squared. So 1 plus x squared equals h squared. Square root this thing. H is equal to the square root of 1 plus x squared. Just like that. Okay, so again, here I'm looking for cosine, which cosine is equal to a over h. So 1 over square root of 1 plus x squared. Okay, so that's the answer for that one. So moving forward, okay, I won't go over, all of these are basically the same problem. Either I'm solving for a side like I am here for x, or for a angle like I am here. Okay, and so we'll go ahead and do a couple of these, and then I think that's gonna be the end for this video. So right here, guys, again, we'll start by solving or labeling our triangle. This is O. This is the 90 degree. Oops, that should be over here. So on the other side of the 90 is h. So h is over here, and this is a. So here I want to know I want to know O, and I know A. So I guess I should write these for you. So since I want to know O and I have A, I'm going to use tangent, because that's the only one that has O and A. So tangent theta equals O over A. So here, tangent of, and I know the angle, it's 49 degrees, equals x over A, which is 15. So again, you're going to multiply by what you have on the bottom. Okay, so if the x was on the bottom, I would have multiplied by x. Okay, I end up with this right here. And when I plug that into the calculator, I would end up with 17.3 as my answer. Okay. We'll go ahead and do this one here, guys. And then, like I said, this will be the end of this first video. So we'll start by labeling. This is O. Over here is A. And, I mean, we don't need this, but this is H. So, again, I have O and I have A. And here, I want you to see I'm looking for theta, the angle. So, again, it'll tell me which one do I want to use. Well, tangent, because I have O and A. So tangent theta equals O over A. Okay, so tangent theta equals O, which I know is 8.4, A, which is 14.1, and remember, I mean, you can call this X and put into NSolve. However, I'm going to go ahead and do the full equation for this. Tangent -1 of 8.4 over 14.1. And here I find that my theta, after I plug this into the calculator, would be 30.8 degrees. Okay, so again, guys, this is the end of video 1. Look for the next ones. Those are a little bit harder problems, so we'll go through them together and study.